Hello, this is Master Luke Chan. We'll continue to talk about the story of 101 miracles. And the story I want to share with you is the story number 7, the taming of the shrew. She's the teacher. I interviewed her. Actually, she had a very dramatic healing as when she was, for many years, she was injured in an automobile. And then her body is many parts injury, so she spent in hospital for many months. And then when she recovered and she developed arthritis, the whole body pain. And then she had the pain for many years. And then one day she just became paralyzed from waist down. So, and her body have little movement. So she was admitted to hospital, spending there for many actually more in months, in terms of months. And of course at that time China, the hospital just a bad there, so it's not but anyway, she hopeless, the temper become real bad. She real bad temper because she feel pain all the time and so on. And then suddenly something changed. Someone, some roommates who was sick person also have a family, show her to do the La Qi, to do the just open and close motion, but open and close, but she cannot do anything because she very limited movement. And according to her, in the world, she said she used her imagination, so open, close. Now open just a little bit, close. But sure, what makes she heals? It's important that she thinks, or she think blue sky. When she bring in the blue sky inside, open to blue sky, close, bring the blue sky inside. So open, close. Now remember, she cannot move much. The whole body just paralyzed. Only her hands a little bit. So she used her imagination. So she kept on doing it for hours, because she lying on bed anyway. So hours. And then suddenly, after 7 days, she just her leg kicked. She thought, divine intervention. Oh, then she start to move. Then she start to do the Chilel, and she recover. And then she become the teacher. Now, what is important there, when we doing the La Qi, for example, the 6th direction, when we do a different move, just one motion, we release, absorb, just one motion. But at the same time, you need to think blue sky. When you release, blue sky. When you bringing in the blue sky, going out to universe, coming back. Now what happened is your whole body literally melting into the blue sky, the universe. And then you bringing in the blue sky deep inside. Now, you don't need to think about what is inside, what's outside, because all empty. That's what, and then it's like a prayer that you really feel the love, compassion coming in. Now, for her, she was thinking, whoa, because she was suffering for many, many years. When she started doing this, she felt good. She felt good. So when you open up, and closing in. So the energy actually from the whole body going out to going in. So she suddenly, when it happens, boom, the whole body open up. And then, of course, qi and blood circulating, she recovered. And then, of course, she started doing the whole thing instead of just the hands. Now it's very important. And especially when I told this story when I was in New York at Hilton Head. I had a big convention there. I was one of the teachers. And then one of the health professionals learned, to doing the La Qi. And next year she came back. She said, well, and one day, she's over 70-year-old, 72 at the time, something. And then suddenly she lost her voice and she could not do anything. Just frozen. And then, but she aware, she's conscious. And then she overheard the doctor said, need to put her into life support. She said, oh no, she was a medical profession. She said, once you put it on at the end of my life. So, but what she could do, she couldn't do anything. So she said, now she remember, Luke Chen said, release, absorb, release, absorb. So in her mind, she's starting, release, absorb, release, absorb. And suddenly she started to move. And then, she was just walked out of the hospital. Once it's just like stuck, just like the pipe, the water going through, and just stuck somewhere, the water overflowing. But if you get, that plug out, life return to normal. It's important. Open, close. Now you don't need to incorporate your breath. You don't do anything. All you have to do, just become everything. The blue sky and coming in, the blue sky coming in. And that is the healing. That's actual example. And it works. Now, of course, when you're doing this for healing also, many examples, you can do it work on people who's need help like this. Now, of course, this is healing that you open to the universe and bring the blue sky coming in. Now, when you're doing this, and when you're healed already, and then you need to move more the shoulder, the back, the dantian, and then bring the energy to shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and then every joint of body, and the fingers, and then circulating through, and then eventually the turning of the diaphragm, the turning the psoas muscle, and then including the breath going in, the breath going out. But remember, the breath is not the one controlling you. Oh, think about that. That's wrong. That's no good. So you must use your mind. In other words, you bring in the life energy, bring it out. So basically what we're saying, that when you turn the diaphragm, turn the psoas muscle, and inside the lower dantian, when you turn, and then the diaphragm goes down, the air comes in. So without this turning, and then you open, and then the blood and qi circulating to your heart, your lungs, and then to move like that. So the breath is important, but it's not for beginners. If you're just starting, what do you think? Just blue sky coming in. Just using the 6 direction La Qi tape, and then the healing automatically occur, all right? And then, but if you are a more advanced student, and then you need to think how the mechanics, the inner mechanics, how it works. So the shoulder blade, shoulder, elbow, wrist, phalanges. So everything is a circle. So everything is circle, and then increase your circulation of your body, the qi and blood. All right. So just step by step. Of course, don't forget your tongue. And so the breath is very important only for advanced students. For the story, number 7, the teacher, wonderful teacher. I still remember her, and she's with love, compassion now, because now she really understands. Open up to the universe, the blue sky. Bring this blue sky come in. That is life-giving for her. She was 40 years old at the time, But now, of course, you're already 60 or something year old, and then, 70, a long time. But it's something that really changed your life. And then, but once you have it, then incorporate it with your mind, with the right breathing. And this one we talk about in other tapes about the breath. Okay, so thank you so much, and think about those people. I love them. Okay, thank you so much. Essence of Tao. If you haven't heard of Tao Te Ching, it's very important part of the Qigong training. Is love yourself, love others, love nature. The world is beautiful because you're here. Thank you, and I love you.